to go over some more YouTube tips for beginners. Because I went over 10. If you didn't see that video, go back and watch that video. I went over 10 YouTube tips for beginners. And that was just real basic things before you start YouTube that you need to think about. And this is kind of from some mistakes that we've made. And I'm going to show you a few things, especially some mistakes that Lee made. And I've made plenty too. It takes work getting used to doing YouTube, and once you get in it and get started, and you'll see things that you kind of mess up along the way, and you might want to redo those things, redo a video. A lot of people don't even bother to take the mistakes out, and that's fine too. There's just certain ones that you really need to watch and work on to make a good video, and I'm going to show you some of those right now. So let's start out with the number one thing, because Lee just recently done this, and when I noticed it, he had wasted a whole segment that he done for me by scanning. He was working on the horse fence, and he scanned up and down the fence to show what he was working on, but he scanned way too fast. It would make you sick to watch that video, because it would make you dizzy, because he scanned up and down showing what he was doing, but he went fast. So I'm going to show a clip of that on what not to do and then how to do it. So I've got some of these tips that I'm going to show you, and I'll show some things that we've done wrong, and then show you how we done it right. So y'all watch this video.
Okay guys, I've been working on running these 4 strands of wire instead of just having 3. I've moved it. The fence did go up that way toward the well house and then back across, and then it come on back. It's still gonna run straight back that way like it did. This is where I'm going to put my post at for my gate. I'm gonna move my gate from over that old horse there. He doesn't need that much room anyway. We've got it. He'll have probably about 1.25 acres, maybe 1.5 acres after it's all done, to actually have his pasture, and that's more than enough for him. They only claim about 1 acre per horse.
So here's that fence he's working on, and I'm going to show you how to scan and not make you dizzy. You scan slow, and it will not make you dizzy, and you can show the whole fence. You have to scan slow across. If you're showing something that's the whole area, like Lee showed on his fence, this is the same fence, only I'm scanning slow. There's where he's going to put the gate. There's the area where the fence came down at in front of the pecan tree. And the music is turned down now. Lighting can be a big issue. If you're in a dark spot and you think that it's filming fine, I can see myself here, but it's kind of dark here. Here's another problem with lighting. If you have a window behind you that glares, you don't want that either. So you have to be real careful with stuff like that. So if I was going to film in here, I would want to get a spot, let's see, I would want to get a spot that didn't have too much glare. So that's a little better. The window's over on this side, so I kind of got away from that window. You know, a lot of people do videos with a backdrop behind them, so then you don't have to worry about those issues. And a lot of people use like spotlighting and have lighting shining on them and a backdrop behind them. And, you know, that's kind of a setup. We don't do any setup because we're usually just filming whatever we're doing where we're at. But if I was going to do a talking video where I was just talking, I might consider lighting and a backdrop. So that's things to think about. I've never done that. I just do what I do. But things to consider. If you're filming into that way where that light is coming through the window and shining bright and kind of puts a glare, and then over here where it's dark, and you can fix your lighting. You can, you know, not film in front of a window like that. Film the other direction. And on this lighting here, I can do several different things to fix this lighting. Like opening the door, opening the front door makes a big difference. I also have a lamp over here that lights up this dark section of my house. So I can turn that on. The other piece turned on. And there you go. You've got a nice lit spot to film at. And there's a lot where I stand a lot under my sign and do intros and you stuff. You might also consider getting in a nice cozy little spot like this with a view behind you. And this is my screened-in porch, and I love sitting out here, so occasionally I'll do a piece of a video out here. And then you've got Danny at Deep South Homestead does his porch time on his porch, and I love that. Love his porch time. If you haven't seen Deep South Homestead's porch time, oh, if you haven't seen that, you got to see that. That's just wonderful. And he always does that on his front porch in his swing. And so places to consider where you might want to do a video at. Like I said, most of our videos are whatever we're doing, wherever we're working at and doing. But occasionally we sit down and do a video, and you might want to consider different places to sit and what you want people to see around behind you. So y'all keep watching, because as Lee keeps making mistakes, I'll keep showing you how to fix them.
Like, comment, and subscribe.